Welcome back to ABCGH Spoilers channel. Today we will learn about the issue that's brewing in Port Charles as young Wiley Corinthos faces significant family changes that could alter the course of several relationships. The child's perspective, Wiley's potential bombshell. Young Wiley Corinthos stands at the center of an emotional storm brewing in Port Charles, potentially ready to deliver 6 powerful words that might completely transform Willow Corinthos' outlook on her new living arrangements. As Willow prepares to transition her family into Drew Quartermain's home, she may be underestimating the emotional intelligence of her son and his attachment to Michael Corinthos. Children often perceive more than adults give them credit for, and Wiley's understanding of family dynamics shouldn't be dismissed. The anticipated declaration, "I don't want a new daddy," could emerge from Wiley's innocent lips at a crucial moment, perhaps during what Willow hopes will be a smooth introduction to their new living situation. This heartfelt protest would represent more than childish stubbornness. It would embody Wiley's genuine confusion and loyalty to Michael, the only father he's truly known. Such a statement would likely catch Willow off guard, forcing her to confront the reality of how her decisions impact her son's emotional well-being. Experts in child psychology often note that children Wiley's age struggle with abstract concepts like divorce but have strong attachments to their primary caregivers. The bond between Wiley and Michael has been cultivated through years of nurturing and shared experiences that can't simply be transferred to Drew, regardless of how amazing Willow finds him to be. Willow's dilemma, balancing personal happiness and family stability. Willow's journey to this crossroads has been complicated by her evolving feelings for Drew while still processing the end of her marriage to Michael. Initially hesitant about Drew's invitation to cohabitate, she expressed reasonable concerns about disrupting her children's sense of stability. This caution reflected her maternal instinct to protect Wiley and Amelia from unnecessary emotional turbulence. Despite these early reservations, Willow eventually convinced herself that moving forward with Drew represented the best path for everyone involved. Her decision likely stems from a combination of genuine affection for Drew and a desire to establish a new normal after the dissolution of her marriage. However, she now faces the daunting task of explaining complex adult relationships to a child who still believes his father will return home once recovered from his injuries. The contrast between Amelia and Wiley's situations highlights the unique challenges Willow faces. While baby Amelia remains blissfully unaware of the family restructuring, Wiley possesses enough cognitive development to recognize the fundamental changes occurring around him. His current understanding that Michael's absence is temporary and that their family unit remains intact will soon be shattered by the reality of divorce proceedings and Drew's emerging role in their household. Drew's position, the complicated role of step-parent-to-be. Drew Quartermain finds himself in the delicate position of attempting to integrate into an established family unit while respecting the existing bonds between Wiley and Michael. His intentions appear genuine, but even the most well-meaning adults can underestimate the complexity of blending families. As Drew potentially prepares to propose to Willow in the coming weeks, he may not fully appreciate the resistance he could face from Wiley. The transition from mom's friend to new daddy represents a significant emotional hurdle that cannot be overcome through simple declarations or adult reasoning. Children often require extensive time to adjust to new family configurations, especially when they maintain strong attachments to biological parents. Drew's approach to building a relationship with Wiley will prove crucial in determining whether this new family arrangement can succeed. Patience, understanding, and a willingness to acknowledge Wiley's feelings about Michael will be essential qualities if Drew hopes to eventually earn Wiley's acceptance, if not his immediate affection. Michael's continued influence, the absent but present father. Though physically absent from the immediate family picture due to his injuries, Michael Corinthos maintains a powerful presence in Wiley's heart and mind. The bond between father and son transcends physical proximity, creating a challenging dynamic for Willow and Drew to navigate. Wiley's potential declaration of loyalty to Michael, his resistance to accepting a new daddy, would serve as a poignant reminder that children don't process relationship changes according to adult timelines or reasoning. In Wiley's world, Michael remains his father regardless of divorce papers or new living arrangements. This situation raises important questions about co-parenting after separation. How will Michael react when he learns about Wiley's resistance to Drew? Will he support Willow's new relationship for the sake of peaceful co-parenting, or might he see Wiley's reaction as validation of his own reservations about Drew's role in their lives? The road ahead, potential outcomes and complications. As this family drama unfolds in Port Charles, several potential scenarios emerge. Willow may indeed reconsider her decision to move in with Drew after witnessing Wiley's distress. Such a reversal would demonstrate her prioritization of her children's emotional well-being over her romantic pursuits, a choice that would align with her established character as a devoted mother. Alternatively, Willow might proceed with the move while taking a more measured approach to integrating Drew into their family life. This could involve maintaining clearer boundaries between Drew and parental responsibilities, at least initially, while Wiley adjusts to the new reality. The most complicated outcome might involve Willow continuing on her current path despite Wiley's objections, potentially creating deeper emotional issues that could manifest in behavioral problems or strained relationships as Wiley grows older. Children who feel their concerns are dismissed often find other, less healthy ways to express their discomfort. Whatever path unfolds, General Hospital viewers can anticipate emotional confrontations, difficult conversations, and perhaps moments of unexpected wisdom from young Wiley as he navigates this challenging chapter in his young life. The 6 simple words, "I don't want a new daddy," could indeed change everything, reminding the adults in Port Charles that even the smallest voices deserve to be heard. Next, we will learn about the fascinating developments unfolding in Port Charles, where drama never seems to take a break and our beloved characters face new challenges daily. Relationship developments and personal struggles. Lucky Spencer and Elizabeth Baldwin have finally found a moment to discuss their complex relationship, though they've been frequently interrupted. Their history runs deep, filled with both beautiful memories and painful betrayals, and now they seem ready to confront what remains between them. Elizabeth has been carefully weighing her feelings, considering how their reconnection might impact her carefully rebuilt life, while Lucky appears eager to explore whether their once powerful bond can be rekindled in a healthier way. Nina Reeves is experiencing serious misgivings, possibly regarding the recent offer she extended to her daughter Willow Corinthos. The mother-daughter relationship has been fraught with tension since Nina discovered Willow was her biological daughter, and despite her attempts to build bridges, trust remains fragile. Nina's offer likely involved financial support or business partnership, but her second thoughts suggest she fears overstepping boundaries or creating unwanted obligations. Meanwhile, Portia Robinson has been briefing Ava Jerome on what appears to be a developing plot against Drew. These two strong-willed women have formed an unexpected alliance, united by their shared determination to protect their interests. Ava's strategic mind combined with Portia's medical expertise and insider knowledge creates a formidable team capable of sophisticated maneuvering within Port Charles's complex social landscape. Unexpected visitors and surprising alliances. Alexis Davis received an unexpected visitor that has thrown her carefully ordered world into disarray. If the visitor is indeed Jen Sidwell, his presence will be particularly unwelcome, given their complicated history and the potential legal complications he brings. Alexis has been working to maintain her professional integrity while navigating personal relationships, and this intrusion threatens to upset the delicate balance. Drew has discovered a potential ally in an unexpected quarter, though the identity of this new supporter remains mysterious. This development comes at a crucial time as Drew navigates increasingly treacherous waters in both his business and personal life. The alliance could provide him with much-needed support or potentially lead him into even greater danger, depending on the ally's true motivations. Charlotte Cassadine's return home has brought joy to Lulu Spencer, but something has left Lulu taken aback. Perhaps Charlotte has returned with new perspectives or behaviors acquired during her time away, or maybe she's brought troubling news that threatens their newfound domestic peace. The mother-daughter relationship has weathered numerous storms, and this new development suggests another challenge lies ahead. Confrontations and realizations. Anna Devane remains insistent despite having an unpleasant realization that suggests she may have zigged when she should have zagged. Her determination in the face of error demonstrates her characteristic resilience, though her stubbornness might lead to further complications. The realization likely connects to her ongoing investigations or personal relationships, areas where Anna's professional skills sometimes clash with emotional attachments. Sonny Corinthos and Laura Collins have reconnected, finding common ground despite their very different positions in Port Charles society. Their conversation likely touched on shared concerns about the community and loved ones, with Laura's mayoral perspective complementing Sonny's street-level understanding. This unlikely alliance could prove significant as both navigate the challenges facing them. Brooke Lynn Chase has confronted her mother, Lois Cerullo, in what was surely an emotionally charged exchange. Their relationship has always been complicated by strong personalities and divergent ambitions, and this confrontation suggests unresolved issues have resurfaced. Brooke Lynn's marriage to Harrison Chase has changed her priorities, potentially creating new friction with her career-focused mother. Warnings in dangerous situations. Jason Morgan has issued a warning, likely related to emerging threats against those he protects. His calculated approach to danger makes his warnings particularly significant, as Jason rarely overreacts. The recipients of this warning would be wise to heed his advice, given Jason's extensive experience navigating Port Charles's dangerous undercurrents. Carly Spencer finds herself in danger, possibly connected to Valentine Cassidy's intrusion into Jack Brennan's Metro Court suite following Carly and Jack's romantic evening. Valentine's presence threatens not only Carly's budding relationship but potentially her physical safety as well. The Metro Court, once Carly's domain, has become a battleground where personal and business interests dangerously intersect. Valentine has made a miscalculation that may prove costly. His offer of information appears to be a desperate attempt to extricate himself from mounting troubles. Valentine's strategic mind has served him well in the past, but this misstep suggests he's operating under pressure, making decisions that may have unforeseen consequences. Reality checks and difficult decisions. Jocelyn Jacks is experiencing a reality check, likely during her WSB training. This challenging moment of truth forces her to confront limitations or misconceptions she's been harboring. The training environment strips away pretenses, requiring Jocelyn to honestly assess her capabilities and commitment to this demanding path. Harrison Chase's world has been rocked by revelations at the Courtemain mansion, while simultaneously facing a difficult dilemma that requires careful consideration. His position as both a law enforcement officer and member of the extended Courtemain family through marriage places him in frequent ethical quandaries, and this latest challenge tests his integrity once again. Sasha Corbin has leveled with Jason, offering honesty that might surprise those who know her complicated history. This straightforward exchange suggests Sasha is seeking a new approach to her problems, perhaps recognizing that her previous strategies have led to further complications rather than solutions. Gifts and mortification. Trina Robinson received a gift from Kai Taylor, an offering that likely carries significant emotional weight beyond its material value. This gesture suggests developing feelings or an attempt to strengthen their connection, adding another layer to Trina's already complex romantic situation. Lucas Jones finds himself mortified, possibly due to circumstances involving his new boyfriend Marco. This embarrassment might stem from an awkward social encounter, revealed secrets, or unexpected behavior that challenges Lucas's carefully maintained public image. His medical career demands professionalism, making personal mortification particularly challenging to navigate. Sonny has received bad news that adds to his mounting concerns. As the patriarch of his organization and family, Sonny shoulders numerous responsibilities, and this latest development threatens to destabilize the precarious balance he maintains. His reaction will likely involve strategic planning rather than emotional response, as Sunny's survival has always depended on calculated decision-making. Next, we will learn about the intriguing web of deceit possibly unfolding in Port Charles, centered around Lucas Jones and a mysterious new character who might not be what he seems. The potential conspiracy behind Marco's appearance. Will Lucas Jones uncover the shocking truth about Marco's true intentions? The evidence suggests something sinister might be brewing beneath the surface of this seemingly chance encounter. Lucas may soon begin noticing inconsistencies in Marco's behavior, perhaps overhearing a suspicious phone call or witnessing an unexpected meeting between Marco and none other than the calculating Selena Wu. These clues could gradually lead Lucas to the disturbing realization that Marco's romantic interest might be orchestrated rather than genuine. The implications of such a discovery would be devastating. Not only would Lucas feel manipulated and betrayed, but it would reveal the lengths to which Selena is willing to go to control her nephew Brad's life and business affairs. This revelation could potentially trigger a confrontation between Lucas and Selena, forcing Brad to choose sides in a conflict that could permanently alter relationships throughout Port Charles. Selena Wu's possible machinations. Is Selena actively working to keep Brad and Lucas apart? Her recent dismissive comments about their relationship being not worth salvaging certainly raise suspicions. Selena has never hidden her disapproval of Lucas's influence on Brad, viewing their connection as an impediment to Brad's involvement in her business operations. Her pragmatic and often ruthless approach to family matters suggests she would have few qualms about orchestrating a romantic distraction to derail any reconciliation between the former couple. Selena's strategic thinking typically involves multiple contingency plans. If Marco is indeed her pawn, she likely has carefully considered how to maximize Brad's emotional vulnerability. The timing of Marco's appearance, just as Brad has been making efforts to reform himself, seems particularly calculated to crush Brad's hopes at the moment when they seemed most promising. Brad Cooper's vulnerable position. The potential fallout for Brad could be catastrophic on both personal and professional levels. After dedicating himself to becoming a better person specifically to win back Lucas's affection, witnessing Lucas moving on with someone new would shatter his motivation for positive change. This emotional devastation would leave Brad exceptionally vulnerable to Selena's influence, creating the perfect opportunity for her to reclaim control over her nephew. Without Lucas as his moral compass and emotional support, Brad might see little reason to resist Selena's business propositions. His history suggests that when emotionally wounded, Brad often makes self-destructive choices. Returning to Selena's criminal enterprises would represent a significant regression in his character development, potentially setting him on a darker path than ever before. The Miami connection and its aftermath. The circumstances of Marco and Lucas's initial meeting deserve closer scrutiny. Their encounter at a Miami bar, where Marco's credit card was conveniently found by Lucas, now appears potentially staged rather than coincidental. Marco's insistence on buying Lucas a drink, despite initial refusal, demonstrates a determination that seems less like casual flirtation and more like a man with a mission. The chemistry between them and their subsequent steamy kiss may have convinced Lucas this was merely a vacation romance, but Marco's potential appearance in Port Charles would transform this narrative. What Lucas believed was a pleasant Miami memory could become a complicated entanglement with far-reaching consequences for multiple Port Charles residents. Lucas Jones at a crossroads. Lucas now stands at a critical juncture, unaware that he may be a pawn in a larger scheme. His medical career has always provided him with analytical skills that could prove useful in unraveling Marco's true identity and purpose. However, his emotional involvement might cloud his judgment initially, making it difficult to see the manipulation potentially occurring. If Lucas does begin to suspect Marco's authenticity, he'll face difficult choices about how to proceed. Confronting Marco directly could alert Selena to his suspicions, while investigating quietly risks deepening his emotional investment in a relationship built on deception. Either way, Lucas's response to these revelations will significantly impact not only his own future but also Brad's trajectory and Selena's plans. The broader implications for Port Charles. This potential scheme reflects the interconnected nature of relationships in Port Charles, where personal and professional boundaries frequently blur. If Marco is indeed Selena's operative, this manipulation would represent yet another instance of the Wu family's willingness to use emotional leverage to achieve their objectives. The ripple effects could extend beyond the immediate parties involved. Other Port Charles residents might be drawn into the conflict, either as unwitting accessories or as collateral damage. The town's complex social dynamics ensure that few secrets remain buried forever, raising questions about how this deception, if confirmed, might eventually come to light and who else might become entangled in its revelation. What do you think about this developing situation? Could Marco truly be working for Selena, or is this genuine romance?